Hello, everyone. My name is Bobby Rose. I'm the host for this podcast. So, recently, during this COVID-19 lockdown thing, I've been going through a lot of podcasts on Spotify, on YouTube, and I've just been listening to different topics of conversation. Some of them would be psychology, some of them is technology. I'm a big technology fan, talking about smartphones and laptops and smartwatches. And I myself am a music psychology student, so I'm just interested in psychology subjects. But then I realized that there's one topic that seems to be missing: music for students. So I'm 24 this year, and I've been talking to a lot of people in my life, and I realized that, and even some of them agree, people doing music on a tertiary level in university, they always think that, oh, it's going to be fun, it's going to be easy, it's just music, it's just a matter of playing some stuff and performing, that's it. And even in their head, it's just, I'm going to be performing with my friends, I'm going to be performing in a band, so it's not going to be that difficult. So they don't think about the different aspects of music, like the more stringent examination aspects of music, like the theoretical parts, the harmony, the ear training, the history, research behind it, the concepts behind different topics. And hence, that's why I think that this podcast is very, very important, because there's a lot of my juniors and even my seniors, like when they come in and I ask them, like, what do you do? Actually, I don't know why I'm doing this, and I don't even have a plan after this. I just want to do this because I want to perform. So I'm like, it seems like you don't really know why you're here. You're just here because you didn't get anything else, which is not a problem. For me, I'm just trying to help future generations to actually gauge what their plan is, rather than deciding later on. Like when you're in your final year, final semester, whatever, and then you say, oh my goodness, I actually don't know what to do after this. That's more worrying. So who am I? I am now doing my bachelor's degree in music in UPM, University Putra Malaysia, and I study music psychology. More specifically, I study music therapy. Now that doesn't mean I don't study music performances and all. I do. I play jazz drumming, and I play classical percussion during my diploma years. And I did my diploma in University Technology Mara, UITM. And I do sit for jazz theory, modern harmony, conventional theory classes, ear training classes, oral classes, and even choir and other performance classes, and even composition, arranging, and history, music criticism, all these music review classes and all, and so on, and even music tech classes. And I would say my experiences in music, bachelor's in music level, at my age, in this place in Malaysia, it's pretty good. I won't say I've been everywhere. I've had I have my batchmates, they have really been everywhere. They've been performing in Indonesia for some of them, and others they've been performing in Thailand, for example. And there are a few of them that actually records music in different parts of Malaysia on a bigger international level. I haven't done those, but my focus is more on the different sociological aspects of music. I teach, of course. that's the most that's the funniest thing about Malaysia, is like, what do you do when you do music? Oh, I'm a teacher. Huh? Of course. What else, right? But yeah, I do teach. I even till now I teach drums, but I have my experiences in other places. I went to Vietnam. I was teaching in Vietnam for 6 weeks, back and forth Vietnam and Malaysia, teaching music for children. And till now I teach drums. I even performed in Jogja, for example. And I've been performing for like 9 years, I think, since my high school. In gamelan, in band performances, in pop performances, in rock performances, in choir, and what else? Jazz performances. And I feel like every time I talk to different people, it's like, so I'll ask them, like, what do you do in music? And like, oh, I just perform. I compose songs. Some of them compose songs. And I ask them, like, do you arrange for orchestras or bands, big bands, or big ensembles, large ensembles? And they're like, no. I just want to perform. It's like, that's cool, that's great. And some of them actually go above and beyond in performing, but for most of them, that's that they only think up to that level. Oh, as long as I perform, I do busking a bit, I get some money on the side. And the rest, I'll just work in wherever I can get little money, just to sustain my music career as a performer, hoping that, fingers crossed, one day I would get to perform on a larger level. And that is not a bad idea. That is an ambitious dream to have. But is it realistic though? And I think that's the importance of this podcast. Is a lot of people only think that they want to get into music. Like I said, they just want to do music because they just want to perform, but they don't see the possibilities of the different fields. And I'll be interviewing some of my friends. They've done performance, of course, and composition and recording, but some of them have been doing sociological research, ethnomusicology, for example, performance promotions, performance in a cruise, special education, and teaching music in a prison, music and culture, music and archiving, studio work, and so on. And I have known these people throughout my years in music, and but the sad thing is that whenever people see graduates, they only think, oh, this kid has to play music and nothing else, or teach and nothing else. But a lot of people don't actually know how they got there. How did they get to where they are? How did they graduate knowing this and knowing that? How did they find out what to know before even being told, oh, you need to know this actually? And that's why I feel like they are important people to talk about, because they don't get to talk a lot, especially in music, especially in the field of music. We only are given the opportunity to speak, quote unquote, speak with our music, of course, but we don't actually talk with our words. So a lot of people don't actually know what we do, how we do, why we do it. And so that's the importance of it. And of course, you want me to delve into certain topics, or you want me to interview someone in particular in a certain field and so on, yeah, shoot me a question. I'm in Bob 13, and send me a question, and I'll try my best to either answer the email to you, or I'll get someone else to answer the email for you, because I don't have a whole lot of expertise in every kind of area in music, but I do like to talk to people. Your questions will be asked on the podcast and then future episodes of the podcast. So yes, that's the end of this episode. Be sure to keep up for future episodes upcoming, alright? Thank you.